Hello, everybody. Welcome to a Wager Wednesday. Caitlin obviously not here because it is Wednesday, so she's usually not here. I've moved things about. I've got my chat right above my camera here, which I think is going to be better. We'll see if that's the case. I've moved some of the video stuff over there, so I'm not constantly looking over there, which it feels like that was weird. So we've got some people in already. This is great. So let's go into today. That's what we need. Let's go to our trivia today. And looks like Shaggy, the first one to make it in. And let's see. It looks like Melissa has joined us as well. Barbine has joined us, but not in order. Craig came in third. This is good. So far, we're starting off strong, I just have to say. Danny says that they unfollowed us. All right. I mean, you don't have to follow us. It's fine. We won't be mad about it. We do appreciate it when you do it, but it's not required in order to be a friend of mine or anything like that. So rest assured that is not the case. Oh, we've now refollowed. Okay, that's good. I should put my headphones on. Sometimes I forget when I'm all alone, but this will make noises that I can hear on the show for when people share and what is it? They host the show. When they do those, sometimes I'll hear it. So that's helpful since I won't have it right in front of my face. See, for instance, Shaggy has hosted the show, and I may not have known that otherwise. So that's good. We have 33 followers over on Twitch. We're trying to get up to our 40 mark. If we get to 50 for the record, we then get money, I think, or something. There's something happens on Twitch. So if you know people at Twitch, over on Twitch, and they have accounts and they're willing to follow us, we'd appreciate it. Mordecai has joined us along with Nico and Dan Wolf Music. Hello, Dan Wolf Music. Let's see, Nico, you're there. And Mordecai, make sure that you're on the list. Already to 9. And then Septic comes in, rounding out the top 10. So that's good. We've got enough for the show. It's been weird because I feel like we haven't done it in a while. I feel like the last 5 Wager Wednesdays, I think we've done one of them. So, Septic, it is not afternoon for you. I know for a fact it is the middle of the night because you are over in the UK. So you're not fooling me, just so you know. Look at that. All right. So let's make sure that we get everybody's share points. And it looked like Shaggy came in first for 3 points for him. Melissa gets 2. And then Craig gets 1. So that is our current lineup in terms of points. And we've got enough people to start the show. Let me jump over to Facebook before we do that. And I want to make sure that I also share the show, since that only seems fair to do. I'll be honest. If I'm asking you to do it, why wouldn't I also do it is the question. And the answer is I would. I want to do it. So I'm going to go over there right now. And there it is. There we are. We're live for 4 whole minutes. That is our current lineup. Shut up, me. I don't want to hear me. All right. Barbine was first over on Facebook. See, Barbine's not aware that almost everybody has now moved over to Twitch. Did you hear about that, Barbine? Look at the number of people on the stream right now. We've got 2 YouTubers and then all Twitch followers. That's crazy, right? It used to be all Facebook and now it's all Twitch. All right, so we're going to share this over on Facebook. Oh, Nico shared it as well. Thank you, Nico. I just saw that. And I have to be me. And then I hit share and I hit public. All right, there it is. And I get the alert. I should have an alert. Did it come up? I didn't even see it come up. It was very quick if it did. All All right, so I've shared the show. You all have shared the show. You can host it on Twitch, which we do appreciate if you're over there. And I think we can get started. So let's start with question number 1. Question number 1 is, I don't know how to say this. I'll be honest. This is embarrassing. This is why I bring Caitlin over here. Is an Ortenkeek is a cross between a tangerine and what other fruit? An Orkenteek. I'm not sure. There's 60 seconds on the clock for you to do it. We just need to know what the other fruit is. You give us that fruit. We give you a point. Just put it in the chat. It's that simple. And then I also have to bring up the answers. I just realized that. That's also important because I don't know them offhand. So that's important. Pineapple. Well, that's a good guess. A pineapple. That could do it. Let me pull up question 1 here. Remember, we're on a wager Wednesday, which means we'll have one bonus question. And that bonus question will be, you'll be allowed to wager all of the points that you've earned up to this point on that last question. And we're going to do things a little differently, I think, this time. Time's up, so we're going to go to the chat here. And we'll wait for Facebook to catch up. Because a lot of people do the all-in option, I'm going to move all the points over the way I normally do, right? But I'll let people do all in, and then we'll just assume I won't do the points for anyone who's not going all in, right? Because I think the people who are all in don't really care what their points are. They're just pushing it all to the center no matter what. So reading all of those out, I think maybe a little bit of a drag on time. So instead, I'm just going to read out points on request. So if you want to find out how many points you have for the week so that you can decide what you want to do, you'll let me know at the end and I'll read those out for you. Otherwise, you can just yell all in or say nothing and not do anything. That also works well. So either one of those is cool, but I will only mention points for the people who ask for it. Pineapple's our first answer. Unfortunately, that's not correct. And then Ian comes in with orange, which is the correct answer. Septic said clementine, which is, I think, kind of like an orange, but I don't think I can accept a clementine. I think I'm going to have to go with orange. Melissa and Danny and Nico and Mordecai all got points on that as well. So congratulations to everyone. Smiles just a little too late, unfortunately. About 10 seconds after time is up. Hopefully you'll be able to jump in. You had the right answer. You just came in a little late. It would be the Wheel of Fruit. That is correct. Ian, well done there. We're not going to do the Wheel of Fruit for clementine. I think that's a different thing. I feel like that's a different vegetable altogether. So let's move on to question number 2. All right. Question number 2 is, what instrument has been nicknamed the Mississippi saxophone? The Mississippi saxophone. I can't imagine that it is more delayed than Facebook, but maybe that's the case. Facebook is usually the oldest one, like the one that's the latest, and I definitely let that happen, and then I clicked time is up. So that would be surprising. I'll be honest with it. People want to know what you're cooking, Smiles. What is it that you're making for us? People want to know if they can have some, I think. So let's see. Lots of different answers coming in. We're getting to a Wednesday, so things might be a little bit harder than they've been the rest of the week. Monday's the easiest, Tuesday a little harder, and Wednesday, this seems like when things might get one step more difficult. And so I like that we're getting a variety of answers. That's kind of exciting. Some people may be right and some people may be wrong, and that's okay. That's the excitement of it. Time is up, so we're going to go over to the chat, and we'll wait for Facebook to catch up here. So remember, time is only up when you actually get the time is up in the chat, but this is a little bit of a warning for some folks to know that is happening. All right, so let me see if I can get the rest of the points, if there are any others, in and accounted for. And then I'll go check Facebook to see if I don't think I had Diana on here. Well, I definitely need a Diana. Why did not do that? 11 people. This is great. This is very good, people. I'm proud of you, I have to say. All right, so Facebook has caught up. So time is up. That's the last answers we're going to take. Cooking horribly Americanized version of Mexican. Well, I mean, I don't think that's terrible. Honestly, that's my favorite kind of Mexican. I'm not a big fan of like actual like Mexican food because I'm not a big fan of like peppers and heat and those types of things. And so I tend to really like the Americanized version of it. So I like the taco seasoning that you put in the beef. I like the cheeses, sour cream. I like refried beans. Basically everything that you would find at Taco Bell. Now I'm not saying that I wouldn't eat a better version of that. Taco Bell's pretty like, low rent. So, but if you were to make like higher like versions of that where everything was maybe a bit more authentic, then I might be in it. But I like salsa, not my thing. Tomatoes, don't really like tomatoes. So it's very limited on what the things I enjoy from like a Mexican restaurant. I like mild Taco Bell sauce, don't you? I you know what? I don't ask for it, but if it has on it, like I've had I think they have an enchilada or something like that, right? And they put the sauce on there. That's the mild sauce, and I like that. But I usually don't ask for it, so I don't like miss it when it's not there. But yeah, I'm definitely in the camp. Like I'm pretty sad when it comes to all of that. I've heard the fire sauce is really good. Has anyone tried that? I've heard it's not terribly spicy, but it's like really smoky and apparently tasty that way. So all right, let's see. With the correct answer for everyone, correct answer for number 2 was harmonica. Harmonica is the Mississippi. What was it? The Mississippi saxophone. Mississippi saxophone. All right, so let's move on to question number 3. Question number 3. Which sign of the zodiac is represented by the scales? By the scales. For the record, by the way, looking back, it looks like Danny got the 2 points on that one. I also had Melissa, Craig, Ian, and Diana, or Smiles, getting the correct answer. Follow along at home if you can, because I am all alone, so I'm doing all of these things all at the same time, which is a little crazy. So I would appreciate you, being my safety net for this. That's helpful if you are so willing. Septic, give me an actual answer, not an emoji. You can add emojis to things, but we've kind of put that line in the sand already. So I will give you an opportunity to actually answer. But that way there's no like, well, but did they know what it was? Did they know what that symbol really was? Because that's what the answer should have been. So yeah, I just want to make sure that people are participating in a way that we all agreed on, I think. All right, so let's see. I've got a few things here. Got down to that. Let's see. Let me see if I can get the last few in here. And then we'll go check if Facebook has caught up. And let's see. It has. No, it has not. It has not caught up. Now it's caught up. All right, great. All right, so time is officially up. The correct answer, and Septic, you got it right with the second one. I believe that is the sign for Libra, but I just wanted that spelled out. So thank you for doing that. Answer is Libra. First person with that is Nico. Nico gets the 2 points for that. I also have Craig, Danny, Smiles, or Diana, Melissa, Mordecai, and Septic, who got points there. So if you're following along at home, as you should, we're now going to move to question number 4. Question 4. Which fantasy kingdom was found at the back of the wardrobe and featured, I'm saying that, Aslan. Aslan? Is that what it is? I think that's how you say it. Aslan and the White Witch. Aslan, I think, is how I pronounce that. It's been a long time since I've read this, but yeah, I believe it's Aslan is how you say that. All right, so looking for answers in the chat for question number 4. I don't know why my sorting has gone weird on me. I really want it to be by name alphabetical, because that makes it so much easier to find people. You know, if I have to go give points to folks, that makes it a lot easier for me. So I prefer it to be in that manner, because otherwise it's kind of just random, and then I don't know where to even look for someone's name. And then let's see what other ones. Trying to get everybody points who deserve points, and then making sure that no one who doesn't deserve points gets points. Grandma's Place. The great, fantastic Grandma's Place. I don't know, Shaggy. That doesn't ring a bell for me. I don't know if I read the Grandma's Place trilogy. Ian says it's Kentucky. Kentucky is the answer. That's his second answer, though. Reed, you know they made it into a movie, right? I know they did. They absolutely made it into a movie. But I actually read them. I read the Chronicles of Narnia, which is the name that we're looking for. Danny was the first one to get it correct. 2 points to Danny. I got Craig, Diana, Ian, Melissa, Mordecai, Nico, and Septic with points as well. I trailed off a little, though. I was about the time that they lost all of the original characters. I kind of didn't continue on. I think that was like I think the last one I read was maybe The Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I think that might have been the last one. Somewhere in there is where I kind of like, and it was like their cousin or something. And I was like, if like the original like 4 aren't involved, like I have lost interest. That was my connection. So I was good up all the way. I think there were a bunch of ones before that, that I was good with, but that one, I kind of read through it and then I was like, I'm not so interested. You read the first book and that was it. Okay. The Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe. There were other ones. Each of the main characters end up disappearing as you keep going. So after you get into I think it's the 5th book, none of the original characters are there. Because first, like, Peter gets too old and he's not allowed to come back. And then, like, Susan's too old and she can't come back. And so, yeah. And then I forgot the others. Edmund, right? Edmund and someone. Is that right? I'm not sure. Think about that. But, all right. So, spoilers, yes, of the Chronicles of Narnia. I'm spoiling the Chronicles of Narnia for you all. You're going to have to hold on to that one. It's only been around for decades. All right, let's move on to question number 5. Question number 5. It is, what is the real surname of Sting from The Police? So the musician known as Sting, right, who played with the Police, bass player, what was his real surname? Lucy was the one. Yep, you're right, Melissa. That was the one I couldn't put my finger on. All right, let's see what people come up with. This will be interesting to see what answers end up having. Keith Richards. Ian, very, very consistent with his answers. That's what I appreciate about him. Not likely to be Keith Richards, I would say, but it is always a shot in the dark for you. And I appreciate that. All right, try again. Sting hurt. Okay. Nico, what was your autocorrect? Try over. All right, let's get the chat going here because time's going to be up. Hi, Trey. Glad you joined us. You have joined us for our Wager Wednesday. Nico has said Thomas Morfello Riddle. That was your autocorrect? That was the problem? My goodness. You lunatics over there. All right, let's see. Anyone else getting in? Flanagan. Good old Flanagan. Sting Flanagan. Let's go, because time is up. So this was a little bit of a tricky question, right? This is the question that could have thrown some people. First of all, a lot of people don't know what Sting's real name is, right? And his real name is Gordon Sumner, right? So great job there. The problem is that his surname is not Gordon Sumner, because otherwise his real name would be Gordon Sumner, right? His surname is Sumner. So it looks like Smiles got it first for 2 points, and Trey got it correct for 1 point. But everybody else did not give me the surname, gave me the full name, and it specifically asked for a surname. So there we go. It's a Sumner Bird. That's it. And I saw Sting and name. You do have to read the questions, folks. I'm gonna impart that bit of wisdom on you. You don't know who Sting is, let alone his actual name. Septic, you don't know who the Police are? You've never heard of the Police? Come on. Oh my goodness. Roxanne! Or don't stand so close to me. And then Sting went on to do all kinds of music. There's good music there. You should check out the Police and Sting. Sting's own music is a little more like adult contemporary, but he does some good stuff. Like Fields of Gold is a pretty decent song. But the Police had this really cool kind of like bit of a world feel to them, right? Because they were like kind of a rock pop band, but then they had some like reggae or ska kind of stuff happening and some jazz and things like that. So yeah, definitely go check that out. I would say definitely worth listening to. Diana has called for the Wheel of Fate. I'm not sure why, because Diana got it correct. Are you calling it for the Wheel of Fate for people who said that his surname was Gordon Sumner? Because it wasn't. All right, let's move on to question number 6. Apparently one of his albums was the Sumner Tales. Interesting. I didn't know that. What flower does the vanilla pod come from? What flower does the vanilla pod come from? Let's see what people get this. It's Wednesday. We're going to have some questions that are a little harder. That's going to happen. You got to read the whole question. That's all we ask. There we go. Oh, look at this. All right. We got some good answers coming in. Very exciting to see that. A corpse flower. We have an orchid and we have a corpse flower. Corpse flower is a different smell and flavor altogether. That's not one I think that you're going to want to put in your chocolate. Probably not one that you're going to want to put into your desserts. Make a milkshake that's corpse flower flavored. I don't think so. This is interesting. So let's see. All right. So this is great because this is one where I've been thrown to the wolves on it. Time is up here. We've got the iPod, says Ian. That's great. And Edelweiss. Edelweiss, I don't think is a type of... Is that a type of flower? I'm not even sure. I just know the song. I assume it's about a person. But perhaps it's also about a flower? All right. So, yeah. I don't know. Let's see. Time is up over on Facebook, so let's get that out of the way. That's a small white flower. Okay. I was not aware of the flower of the Edelweiss. That's great. All right. So the actual answer I have in my answers is a lily. But just doing a quick search, that doesn't look like that's the fact. It looks like it actually does come from let's see, a orchis, orchid. Vanilla is a spice derived from orchids of the genus Vanilla. So I don't know why Caitlin has done this to me to try and mess me up, but for some reason she doesn't like me, and so we can all complain to her next time, because that is rude. I think it's just rude to do that. I'm writing to her right now. There we go. We're sending her a text message that says that she's being a jerk. All right, let's go to, let's see. Oh, I didn't actually get all the answers in because I was looking to see what was right, because that was very weird that everybody was answering with that same answer and that it was wrong. That seemed weird to me, so I started looking it up. So I've got Danny got it first. Melissa gets it. I'm out of sorts again. Why am I out of sorts? Melissa gets it. Craig, you get a point, even though that you have disappeared. Nico gets a point. Trey gets a point. And then, let's see, Mordecai gets a point. And Smiles gets a point. And I think that's all of them. Yep, there we go. So there you have it. I think what I could do is I'm going to do a new version of the, let's see, the vanilla lily is a bulb, or technically a herbaceous perennial herb. What? There's a vanilla lily. But isn't but the pods are from an orchid, right? Is that what I should do? Is I should just ask questions, and then I'll just watch the people who are the best at trivia and just say that that's the answer. We're going to do a new version where we don't have the answers, but I make you go Google things. It's like trivia, but you have to go research it. And then whoever gets the answer back is, okay, pods only from orchids. There you go. But they don't make vanilla out of the lily. That's the key. But yeah. All right, let's see. All right, so I think I've got everybody that got this. Vanilla lily just smells like vanilla. Oh, well, that's lovely. I mean, that's a lovely I'd like a flower that smells like vanilla. Vanilla is a very nice scent, I think. You remember, like, in high school when girls discovered like vanilla perfume? That was like a pivotal moment, I think, in my life. When people started, like, women started showing up to high school. I should say girls, because they weren't women at that point, right? Hadn't hit 18 yet. So girls were showing up to high school, and they had found the vanilla perfume, and we would just like walk through I would walk through the halls, and then it would waft by me, and I'd be like, oh, it's like, it smells like, delicious. It wasn't even like it wasn't like an attraction thing. It was just I was now hungry. I now wanted vanilla things. It was like somebody had been cooking. And I was like, oh, hello. All right. So let's see. Got all of those, folks. Let's move on to question number 7. That's a good thing to do, right? Question number 7. Is that correct? I feel like that's right. Yeah. Question number 7. What has the chemical symbol Zn? The chemical symbol of Zn. We need to know what has that. What could it be? Why is Victoria's Secret censored? Nico, because it's a secret, for God's sakes. This isn't hard. You're not supposed to talk about it. Oh, come on, ladies. It's in the name of it. Stop talking about it. I think I turned off all of the like things on our account that like does stuff. So I'm wondering if you have that on your own account. That's my wondering, because I feel like for the show, I got rid of it. So I'm not sure why it's still like making it so that you can't see stuff. So you may want to check your own settings on Twitch. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but I know at some point I went in and I was like, bah, we don't need any crazy filtering. We're fine. We're adults here. We're all adults and none of us are racist, so it's fine. Or at least not purposefully racist. That's the thing. So let's see. I have to make sure where we are on Facebook as well. That's important as well. As I'm doing all of these things and scoring and talking about ridiculous stuff, I have to also keep an eye on Facebook to make sure to turn the time off when time is up. Nunya Biz has joined us as well. Hello, Nunya Biz. Glad to have you here. I'm going to just put you down in here, Nunya Biz. And Zychroninium. I don't think that that's correct, unfortunately. Denny says, my eyes, my ears. Oh, because we took off the filter? Is that why? Is that the problem? Let's see. All right, so the correct answer for this, the correct answer is zinc. It is zinc. So correct on that. Septic, you went with Zion. I'm not sure if you meant zinc. It's like just a couple letters off. So I don't know. It's not correct, though. I guess it's close enough. We don't count spelling, but that's a totally different word is the problem. So I don't think I can count that. If it's like a nonsense word that looks like it's all just misspelled, then that's one thing. Yeah, Zion is another thing. Danny would know. So I think probably not. Let's see. So I had Nico getting that one first. I had Ian, Melissa. I will accept zinc with a K. That's just a simple misspelling. We've got Danny, Mordecai, right? Trey. Those are all correct. Zion's not correct. And then Smiles got zinc as well before time was up. Well, that's the Smiles. You have a high enough security clearance that you can see Victoria's secrets. So that's the key. Ben O'Doyle, are you sharing? Is that what that is? Do you share? Yeah, you did. Okay. Let me make sure I get you a share point for that. Ian SharePoint. There we go. Got you a SharePoint for it. Let's move on to question number 8. Question number 8. Zion is made of zinc. You're not helping me with that. Zion is where the humans had their hideout from the Matrix. Sort of, but it's also a mountain in which Jesus spoke from, which is probably where they got the concept of Zion. I'm just saying, there is a right. Isn't there like a speech or something from Mount Zion, or no? That's where isn't that where the Ten Commandments came from? The Ten Commandments came from Mount Zion, so that's probably where the reference is. Like, yeah, the Matrix had a reference to Zion, but I think it was one more. I'm sure Danny will correct me on this. There was either a burning bush or there were 10 commandments or something on Mount Zion. That's like, where Gabrielle came down. Not Gabrielle, is it? The voice of Jesus or of God came and spoke to people. Anyhow, let's go on. Jesus drove a Zion to Zion, says Ian. Well, all right. Well, if you can't bring the Zion to Jesus, drive Jesus to Zion in a Zion. That's what they say. Question number 8. When Billy Batson says Shazam, what superhero does he become? Let's see. There's a lot of secrets. Speaking of secrets, when people are superheroes, they will hide their identity. This is Billy Batson being the alternate identity of this particular this particular superhero. So we want to know what the superhero's name is, right? When they move over to this. Mordecai's trying to be sneaky about this. I see what you're doing, Mordecai. Answer the damn question correctly. At least put like the actual answer in there. Because that's not correct. All right, let's see. We've got a bunch of different answers. Howard the Duck, Captain Marvel, Shaq. Let's see. And a few people getting it right, I think. Zion was the Canaanite hill fortress that David captured. It was called the city of David. It also means government of nations, but biblical writers use it as the mount of the Lord and the rock of Israel. Oh, okay, there's what it is. That's what it is. I just remember it having a context that was very religious. And then that's where the writers of The Matrix then pulled that from. Arguably, I think. Right? All right, let's see. It's interesting. We've got some different answers in here. And some of them seem... Trey says later changed to Shazam. Is this a trick question? I assume... I don't make them, so I assume what it is Caitlin fucking with me. The correct answer that I have is Captain Marvel. That is the superhero that Billy Batson becomes. But it sounds like we've got some nerds here in the audience, which I appreciate. Is it also Shazam, the name of the character? I always thought it was Captain Marvel, but later it got changed. Is that what happened? Or what was it? Yeah, even then the mountain was probably taken from other myth in ancient Near East, which is mostly everything in the Old Testament. Ah, there you go. Nerd alert. Okay, what's the nerd alert? Tell me about the nerds. The good guys in the Matrix were Zionists. They're also. Is it also Shazam? It did, I believe. Okay. So, are we agreeing that Shazam should also be the correct answer? Is that what we're going with? Everyone's on board with this? Because I was under the assumption that it was Captain Marvel. That's what I was aware of. But apparently later in comic books, or is it just in the movie? Oh, what? Are we hearing a call for something? Captain Marvel is that girl, yes, but that is in the Marvel universe, I think, and then in the DC universe, it's a different person. In 2011, oh, that's crap. Boo. All right, who says we should accept Shazam as the correct answer? It sounds like if it was renamed Shazam, then I guess that seems like it is correct, even though I'm disappointed in DC. Nico really wants the Wheel of Fate. You just want me to yell it. That's all you want. Change it to Shazam when they reintroduce the characters in the 70s. Okay, gotcha. All right. Oh, we've got a few Wheel of Fates. All right, do we think we're going to do a Wheel of Fate then? Is that how we feel about it? All right. I guess we will decide this using the Wheel of Fate! All right, Wheel of Fate. Since the original character was named Captain Marvel, but then was later changed to Shazam, would both Captain Marvel and Shazam be correct? Or is it just Captain Marvel? That's what we need to know. All right, Wheel of Fate, let us know. This could go either way. Oh, are you kidding? No. I didn't say original name, but I feel like that's like the, I don't know. You guys called for the Wheel of Fate. That's all I'm saying. All right. I'm just I am just a servant of the Wheel of Fate. I don't know what else you want from me. Unfortunately, we will not be giving points for Shazam, which is a ridiculous answer, even though it might have been technically correct. And some would say that technically correct is the best correct. Nico, you're saying it's Shazam after you called for the Wheel of Fate. Now you're saying that you're not going to accept the Shazam, the Wheel of Fate's determination on Shazam. Really? All right. You shouldn't have called for the Wheel of Fate. I'm just saying. I was leaning towards giving points, and then everybody said Wheel of Fate. So I'm going to question number 9. Question number 9. All right, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock. Who played the Fonz in Happy Days? Just in case there's a newer Happy Days, we're looking for the original Fonz, not Happy Days 2025, if there was like a future version of Happy Days. What would the futuristic version of Happy Days look like? If it was just all of the same plots, but everything was like in the year 3010. That would be kind of weird, right? I'd be curious. Somebody needs to do that. Just to take old like TV shows and update them into sci-fi. That would be pretty crazy. You know, to have like what is the one with the police officers that Mulberry or wherever it is, the Andy Griffith Show, right? Have like the Andy Griffith Show, but have it in 3024. And that would be pretty wild. I'm just trying to figure out what that would look like in my brain, and I haven't put it together yet. It seems weird is what it seems like. All right, so let's go and make sure all of the appropriate people are getting points and none of the inappropriate people are getting points, which is arguably all of you, because you are all inappropriate, even if you did get it correct. I'm just pointing the fact out. You know it, I know it. We just have to agree that is a fact. All right, time is up. Let's see. Who else do I need to get? The correct answer, by the way, Henry Winkler is the correct answer. Mr. Grumpy, unfortunately, not correct. So everyone, there's no jukebox for them to hit. That's true, but it would have to be some type of, laser music player or something. Like, it would be an artificial, intelligence live band, right? It would be like a live band using artificial intelligence playing instruments, regular instruments, and it could reproduce any song using real instruments by plucking them using artificial intelligence. That would be, and so then he has to go up and he has to because it starts up the robot band, right? That would work. I'm just saying. I feel like that would be good. No one would hang out. It would be all virtual reality. But wouldn't it be interesting if that was the thing? Usually it was that, and then this was the special thing, whereas most people don't get together, but there's this one diner left, right, in the middle of space, which I feel like is also part of a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy reference. Anyhow, so yeah, I think that there would be something really interesting. Ian said Gunter Winkler, which is not correct. That is not his name at all. Best spin-off ever, Mork and Laverne and Shirley. I don't think I even knew that. Are you making that up where it's Mork and Mindy, but instead of Mindy, it's Laverne and Shirley? Did that exist? Because it seems like it could have. Hit Elixir. What's that? All right, so we've got one last question, then we've got a bonus question, just so you're clear. Question number 10 is, how many letters of the alphabet are also used as Roman numerals? There we go. Okay, so. Oh, I didn't realize that. Oh. I didn't realize Mork and Mindy and Laverne and Shirley were both spinoffs. I knew, like, what was it, like, Joni Loves Chachi? Well, that was one, right? I feel like that was a spinoff. But I don't think I realized the other one. So, all right. So, although this is the last question of this actual, like, round, remember, we do have a bonus question that is going to come up. So, you will need to stick around for that. And you'll be able to wager as many points as you have earned all week on that question. I will give you the topic. You can decide if there's if you want to go all in or you want a subset of the number that you want. And so that would be the that's our bonus Wager Wednesday question. So stick around for that. Again, we're going to do it a little differently than normal. Okay. We are going to do a, let's see, we're going to do a thing where I'm going to go and put all of the points in the right spot, but I'm only going to announce the points for people who want to know what their points are for wagering. If you're just going all in, no problem. I'll take care of that and I can announce how many you're going in for. But I'm not going to announce it for everybody since so many people go all in. I think it's just a little bit of a waste of time. So let's see how Facebook is doing. It has caught up. All right, so time is up. Let's see. What is this? Just so you know, Septoscope, when I tried to Google hit elixir, it asked if I wanted to search for Hitler. Septic says, oh, the Amazon Talk speaker thing. Oh, that's Alexa. Alexa. I guess with an accent. Alexa. Alexa. That's interesting. Yeah, that's spelled unless it's different in the UK. It might be spelled different in the UK. But it is. It's Alexa for us in the US side of things. And we say it Alexa, which is not necessarily correct, but that is the way in which we say it. So there we go. No, you just can't spell. Well, there you go. Either way, I feel like, Septic, we've had this before where when we have an A at the end of a word, it sounds to you like an R at the end of the word. Like, because I remember there was something about Boston. We were doing a Boston accent for something and we thought it was hilarious. And it was because it ended, and I forgot what it was, but you ended it with an A and it had an R. Is that what it was? It was something like that. It seems like A's and R's get mixed up when it comes to changing over to dialects, which is understandable. Two very different dialects. All right. So lobster, that's what it was. Yeah. Lobster was that was a fantastic moment. I have to go and just find that and we'll make something of that. All right. So the correct answer for the last one was 7. I did accept Ian's answer of VII, technically 7 in Roman numerals. Park the car at Harvard Yard. Yeah. Hey, let's go down to Harvard Square and beat up smart kids. All right. So 7 is the correct answer. Danny was the first one to get that right. I also have Diana, Ian, Melissa, and Trey getting points for that. And that is the end of the regular show. That is the whole show. We do have a bonus question, just so you know. So we will then. I'm also going to tell Caitlin that Captain Marvel was also Shazam. So that way she knows that she's making my life difficult. I just have to rub it in a little bit. All right. So let me put on the screen our Wager Wednesday category. All right. And you guys can mull this over. It's science and nature. I'm going to go over the shares because those are points that you should be allowed to wager. So I want to make sure that we get those in. We'll announce the winner for this week, or this show, I should say. This episode. That's the right word for it. Episode. That's great. We'll do that. Let's see. Why is my thing not here? Oh, there it is. Having troubles playing this video. Sure you are. I appreciate that. Looks like Emily, Craig, and Barbine have shared the show. My share didn't seem to show up for some reason. Don't know why that was, but so points to all of them. Where's Emily on here? Is that right? Did I know? Is that an old one? 19 episode. That was episode 1. No! We need episode 3. Where's episode 3? Facebook is killing me. It used to be easy. It used to be something you could do so easily. You were in the show and then you just went and looked at the shares of the show. It was fine. It didn't need to be fixed. I don't know why they fixed it. Nico gets a point. Barbine gets 2 points. 2 points for Barbine. And Craig gets a point. So there we go. All right. That is our shares. Let's check out our hosting. What do people have? Princess Fussy Pants. Thank you for that, Caitlin, even though you're not here. Shaggy gets a point. Septic gets a point. And Trey gets a point. Fantastic. I've messed this all up somehow, I think. But that's okay. It's going to work out. It's going to be perfectly fine. Let's look at our final answers here. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to sort by descending. And it looks like our winner is Melissa with 11 points. So for tonight, Melissa got the win. All right, so that's great. So now I'm going to go and put all of these points into my main thing. All right, and then I'll go down and take a look at what you guys have decided to bet. And remember, you can do all in. I'm only going to give a rundown of points for the people who are not going all in. And then I can let you know what I've done points wise. That's fine. But I just don't want to run down everybody's points. And then we find out that, so let me know if you need your points set out loud for the week to be able to know what you are going to bet, right? Because you can bet as many as you have that you've earned. And so that I want to make sure that everybody gets. If you're not going to go all in, you can do that. So let's see. All of the points going in. Ian didn't have points before, huh? Ian wasn't here the last 2 days, huh? All right. Shame on Ian. That's all right. I've getting him his points from the day. Melissa's got her points. Mordecai. Yep. Nico. Yep. Nunya Biz. Got a point yesterday and a point today. Septic we've missed for a couple of days as well, huh? Make sure you're added in and that you get your points. And then Shaggy gets 4 points, it looks like, and Trey. All right. So let's move over to our Wager Wednesday. Wager Wednesday. I'm going to move this over here and make this a little wider so it's a little easier for me to see everything and I can move points over. All right, so let's do this. So I am looking at the list right now. Trey says all in. She's not even here, and you're going to, actually, Caitlin her. Yes, because these were wrong. These were apparently incorrect. And it makes me look bad. Wager Wednesday, you're going all 35 points. You're all in. Facebook is going to kill us all, probably. Why? Why is Facebook going to kill us all? I don't understand why that. You think it's going to sneak up on us and try and murder us? Thank you for the points. You're welcome. Nunya Biz, all in. So I've got 2 points for you. Septic, all in. 5 points for you. Let's see. Congratulations, Melissa. What did Melissa do? What did I miss? Just for remembering that. All right. Melissa's all in as well. 69 points. All right. Looks like Smiles is all in with 39 points. Mordecai is all in, which means 51 points. Going to Tibet. What does that mean? Is that similar to betting? Is that what you're saying? To bet? How much are you going to bet? I see what you're saying. 7 points are being betted by Ian. Nico is going to go with all 22 points. And Septic was kidnapped by the rascal Charles. That's fair. That can happen. He is quite a bastard. All right. So that's all of the ones that I have. There's no bet by Barbine. No bet by Craig. No bet by Danny. I don't see Danny's. Did Danny go all in? Where's Danny's bet? I don't see. Okay. All in by Danny. 40 points. Dan Wolf Music does not have any bet. I saw him earlier. Emily was not here. Let's see. Anyone else who was here? Shaggy does not have a bet. No bet by Shaggy either. So with that said, we will move forward because those are all a very emphatic all in. Yes, all in. All in! All in, I say! All right, let's go to the question now. The Wager Wednesday question is, what is the standard international unit of force? 60 seconds on the clock. Remember, you don't get a bonus for answering first. You're just going to help other people possibly, which is something you may want to do, or you may want to wait until after some time has gone by if you'd like. The strategy is up to you how you want to handle this. But you do have 45 seconds left to think about that. First answer in is midichlorians. We have a Newton. One of those two could be correct. Both could be wrong. Both could not be correct, though. There's no way that both of those are correct. I can tell you that. They might both be wrong. One might be right, but both of those are not correct. All right, we have 20 seconds left on the clock. And we're looking for the standard international unit of force. And now 10 seconds. 10 seconds left. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's go over to the chat. I'll watch it over on Facebook so those folks get all the time they deserve as well. I guess I got to jump in here, huh? Where's Emily? Nope, that's terrible. There we go. Let's see. Time should be up very soon here on Facebook. Oh, doing the countdown. All right, so time is up. Let's see what we got. Septic, I'm so dumb. Of course, it's not watts. Ignore that I said that. All right, we'll ignore watts. We just, I'm looking over this, everyone, real quick, and it does not look like Septic got an answer in. So, unfortunately, Septic, you're gonna lose points. You're losing your 5 points because you did not answer. Let's go to the top. The correct answer, everybody, is newtons. Newtons are the correct answer. So, Nunya Biz got it first but that doesn't matter. First doesn't matter, but means that they have doubled their points. They now have 4 points for the season. So that's very good. Danny got it correct as well. Let's see. Can I note this in some way? Let's make sure I've got. So Nunya Biz got it right. Danny got it right. Trey got it right. Let's see. Who else? Midichlorians, definitely a style point, but not correct. Midichlorians are the workhorse of a cell, obviously. Let's see. So Melissa got it right. Septic absolutely didn't answer. There's no record of it at all. Smiles got it right, so that's good. Newton, but I want to say the Schwartz. It's not the Schwartz. It is Newton. Mordecai says Newton as well, which is also correct. And that is it. Those are all the answers that we've got. So most people seem to have gotten it. I'm seeing if anybody didn't answer other than septic. And it looks like everyone answered correctly, except for septic, who missed it, and Ian, who said midichlorians. All right. So that is it. That's the show. Congratulations to everybody who got that correct. You've likely doubled your score, because I think everybody went all in. So I don't think we had any smaller bets. So anybody who did win just doubled your points. Our leader right now has 138 points. It's a lot. It's a lot of points, but there's still an opportunity for you to get a lot of points. We have a theme Thursday coming up tomorrow. Don't forget, we have our free-for-all Friday on Friday, where you get to be on the show. Saturday, you get to bring your own questions to the show. And then Sunday, you could win a shirt by just being psychic. So those are all things that could happen. So that's it. That's the show. I hope you didn't write it out already, Melissa, but I think we said you were the winner, right? You were the winner for the show. Yes. So Melissa, I will need an acceptance speech and a color for tomorrow's studio. We need for the color for the light. That's what we need. It's easy. You just say it out loud. It's not hard. So let us know what that is. While you're doing that, I'm going to let people know again, please subscribe, follow, and turn on notifications for this show. We go live at around 7 o'clock every night. That's Eastern U.S. time. But sometimes we're a little early. Sometimes we're a little late. So you'll want those notifications turned on, because you can get points just by being one of the first 3 people in the chat and saying first, second, or third in the correct order. Also, if we can't do a show because there's not enough people or technical issues or I don't know, anything else that might happen, then we're going to post that in our social media. So go check us out on Twitter at A Wasted Hour and Another Wasted Hour on Instagram and Facebook. So follow us there. We'll let you know when things are happening. There's also an insider group on Facebook called Another Wasted Group, where we talk about the show and how we can improve it and things like that. So come bring your ideas. We'd love to hear them. Let's see. I think that's about it. But don't forget that this all came from a podcast called Another Wasted Hour. That was a podcast whose goal is to make people outside the DC area realize that the DC area is not just politics and scandals, but also brimming with art, music, and culture. So go check it out. There's a lot of comedy. There's some crazy news that we found on the internet. There's trivia. Quite difficult trivia. A little game show we call Please God, Just Get One Right. And you'll be exposed to music and art from the Washington, D.C. area. Artists that you've probably never heard of before who are very talented. And I'd love for you to check them out. So go on to any spot where you can get podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, just to name a few. Search for Another Wasted Hour. Subscribe. Give us a review and stars if the platform allows for it. We would appreciate it. And we do have an acceptance speech. Let's see. It says, I'm very honored to be part of this very inappropriate group and to contribute to the censored language on Twitch. Even my total wagerable points were inappropriate. How very appropriate. Thanks to all who showed up tonight and allowed a Wager Wednesday to actually take place. May the Schwartz be with you, and all with you all the rest of this week. There you go. Read just the way I believe Melissa would have done it. Let's go with purple tomorrow. Septic is still here. Oh, good. Oh, excellent. I'm glad that Charles didn't get you. That's very. He did. Yeah, he didn't answer for the last question, which was very unfortunate. Obviously was detained by Charles during that time period. That is it, everybody. That is the entire show. So until 7:00 tomorrow, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Please take the appropriate steps to make sure you stay healthy. For the record, if you know any idiots out there who are going and trying to use HIPAA laws to allow them to go into shops without masks, that's not how HIPAA works. Just so everybody knows. It's very important to know that HIPAA applies to insurance companies and hospitals and things like that. They can't share your information with other people. They have to be very careful with it. But it doesn't mean that nobody can ask you anything. It also means that you don't get to say, like, I have a secret thing that allows me to not wear a mask, and you have to let me into your shop. That's not how HIPAA works. And also, the ADA, the Act for the American Disabilities Act, also does not cover that. If you do have a disability, a business is supposed to make a reasonable help you out in a reasonable way. But the way they could do that is they could go shopping for you and bring your groceries out for you. They could provide delivery of it. They could give you different hours to come if you're not able to shop with a mask. There's a lot of different things that they can do. You don't get to actually decide what the thing they do is, as long as it actually accommodates you. So for the record, if anyone tries to say that the Americans with Disabilities Act covers them being able to run around without a mask in a private business, or that they don't have to tell you why they can't wear a mask because of HIPAA, they are wrong. Look, I'm not going to tell you, your business in terms of if you should wear a mask or not. That's your business. And if you're against the laws in terms of your state, then you are committing whatever violations that is. That's the same way if you want to speed. If you want to speed, that's it. You might be harming other people either way, right? That's your business. This show isn't for that discussion. But if you're going to use really lame reasons for why you're allowed to do it, I think that's offensive to people who actually have disabilities that aren't able to go out because, for instance, they have, emphysema or something that actually doesn't allow them to wear a mask because, it would be harmful. And the reason they are actually homebound right now because if they catch this, they die. And so that's how this affects your respiratory system really badly. And so if you're like, I need to go clothes shopping and I have a thing and I'm protected and I'm allowed to do that stuff. So go ahead and feel free to pass that around. I'm not a lawyer. This is not legal advice. It's just common sense that neither of those things actually apply to you lying about not having to wear a mask. And on a side note, a private business can actually decide the rules for using that private business. That's how capitalism works and free market works and things like that. So they can't deny you service because of the color of your skin or something like that. But they can tell you, in order to shop here, you have to wear a shirt, or in order to shop here, you have to have shoes on, or in order to shop here, you have to wear a mask. And you can shop somewhere else if you'd like. Find a place that is owned by another wackadoo that doesn't want to wear masks and go shop there. I think that particular establishment doesn't really want your business, and that's okay. So just a little thing I'd like to mention to everybody. So think about that. Those are not things. So if you're, I would suggest wearing a mask, and I merely say it because if you think of it as a cost benefit analysis, on the off chance that it saves lives, that seems pretty awesome. And then if it doesn't save lives, you're just wearing a mask. It's like Halloween, but on a Tuesday, which Halloween could be on. But, but a Tuesday that isn't Halloween. So, yeah. And yes, masks, for the record, masks in the short term don't harm you. If you use the same mask over and over and over again and you don't wash it or something, you could hurt yourself. So make sure that you are cleaning your masks or disposing of them and using new masks. Because as like things grow in it, right, you could breathe that in, and that's also really bad for you. The carbon dioxide thing, like being trapped in the mask bit, isn't really like a thing. That's just made up. But if you do breathe into it and moisture and stuff like that and stuff grows in it, then that can culture stuff and then that can hurt you. That's why you should switch out your mask from time to time, or wash it, which is probably just a reasonable thing to do. You should probably just wash all of your things that you wear, like your clothes. I hope you're washing your clothes. I do. All right. So that is it, everybody. We have no last word of the day because Caitlin is not here. So yeah, so that's it, everyone. Till 7 o'clock tomorrow. Everyone have a great night. Bye.